Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Happy Valentine's Day. And, yeah. Was sitting here making some eyes, and then my dad's friend came over. So, just sitting back here. I got these little beads on sale at Tuppence for like $2, and they're from '96. So, wanted to make a few of those mono eyes for kind of like weightless eyes. So, been doing that, and gotta dig out some more line, but these are for me working a longer bit. All I do is what everyone else does. Nothing special, but they're super fun to make, so I just make that as large as I can, and by hitting it on the edge of something, it flattens it like a proper little nail. Because you're a little fast, but you know, you don't have to rush too fast. But then I just take Sharpie and color in the pupil. It's a little dark back here. I try to get the sides too, so there's not like this unseemly like bit of like milky plastic. And then there are 2 on there, and I think like the longer pieces, it seems to like waste less of the line, even though it's salvage to begin with. Really good use if you do any beach cleanups or grab line from spots that you go to. Really good ways to use it. Sometimes it's too dry to melt or anything like that, so that usually gets. I have a load of salvaged line in different colors and weights for eyes, legs. Cut the bit off. So it's just as much as I could pinch, really. I wish I could get them a little closer together. Practice, repetition. Flatten that end, it gets it to purple, like eyes. And I really like making these with the glass beads. I have just about every size at my desk, but gonna definitely keep an eye out for some here, because some of the glass beads really affordable for long strands of it, and really easy to get, but also weighted. They have some nice weight to them. I don't know where the tweezers are, but simple as that. I got it a little closer together than the other pair. But I want to make something Valentine's-y. I might have to turn on another light. A little dark here. But I got... Probably gonna stick with the wet hooks, because I'm gonna be taking these to lake. The lake, the only local one. And yeah. It's a little dark back here today. I don't want to blind y'all, I usually do. Captain Butter, about to tie some flies. Right now I'm gonna tie something in hopes to catch bass, or to target bass. And this weekend I'm gonna try to get to like local really good spot for largemouth and peacocks, and I still have yet to see a peacock in person, so I'd really like to focus on that and get something. So I'm gonna pull out 2 or 3 different sizes. Don't have a direction, but I know I want to make something red and purple. been wanting to work that combination for a minute. Anytime I see a fly in those colors. But yeah. I didn't know how to store them to keep them nice, so I just threw them on some ear wires. These skirts. They're really light. They don't have they don't have a weight in them, so it's some perfect Valentine's Day. My hair's nice. Anywho. These I fancy quite a lot. Old Aberdeens. The other long shanks that I have, the gap is just way too narrow to enjoy to tie on. However, I want to just show real quick. So if I were to make a fish, these go right on there. And they are UV reactive, so watch out. Just very nice. Stoked on these. I'm gonna make one more pair of eyes real quick before I forget. I just want a few. I lost the piece. Damn. I lost the piece I cut off. This bloop. That's it. I love the heck out of these eyes, the mono eyes. They're really easy to put together, and endless beads. When I do start sorting through my beads, I'm more than happy to send any to anyone for use of eyes, because some of them have a lot more weight than like the steel eyes or the bead chain. I have some same millimeters, but way heavier. And like what is it called, hematite or hemalite, and hemalite or something like that. It's the man-made one, I believe, but that has a lot of weight too, and it's metallic. They break, but I'm thinking for this I'm gonna be really trying to experiment with those, as well as making some beaded worms. I do kind of want to make a micro bait fish. I have some beading wire that might be strong enough to use for a small articulated bait fish. I am trying to find some stronger cord, like that fire line, because that, I mean, that's easy as pie, and I could perhaps find a roll of it. I haven't been able to find those articulated clasps. I mean, online obviously, but sometimes gotta ease on that a little bit and fill the fridge instead. So, about 3 eyes. And I'm just gonna put these in the bag real quick so I don't lose them. And let's see. I have a ton of these types of eyes. Of small seed beads that are just really easy to tie on. I don't have a terrible amount of variety, excluding like the eyes that I made like with whatever mediums I could. Like these are a few different sizes of bead chain eyes, all from jewelry making supplies. Oh man. And these are 3D printed. They're small. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Also, I'll probably say that a bunch. 3D printed eyes. There's 2 mono eyes that I made. Kind of forgot how I did those, but they came out really nice. I just totally forgot how I did those. And so, gotta grab my pattern book real quick and get right started. Also got these from Tuppence the other day. for bead chain, but also I want to learn how to use these. I have a few old hooks that are connected to these, as well as a small thing of, oh man. Dang. I can't stand when I think of a random object that's like an hour out west. I'm like, did I put that back on the desk? It leaks in there sometimes, so I get like super anxious thinking about it, so I just like pretend none of that stuff exists, to be totally honest. Maybe every collector feels that, and collecting anything, whether it be cards or whatever, but I'll put the beads in this. And I'll just throw a few in the tackle box and I'll keep the rest for this. I quite like the pink eyes. And might do some crustacean eyes with them, because one thing that I've been trying to find are bead caps. So many uses for them, and if I could find them in a decent material, it would be brilliant to kind of start using them in this realm. So let's see. Let me get the book real quick. Okay, so I got this, and this is the stuff that I was talking about. I have a few different sizes. It is round. Thinking maybe I could try to flatten the ends a little bit, just so it could lay on top of each other and I could tie it a little bit more graceful. But super sturdy. I'm definitely gonna try to make a beaded worm where the worm itself is beads. I feel like I've seen it done before. I've seen tons patterns that have just shattered open like beads again, because I do like beadwork and I could get some nice scaly like patterns with micro beads and what is it called? Mica? No. Delica. D-E-L-I-C-A, Delica beads. They're the same exact size, so you can use that to make a lot of tile-y kind of patterns if you need the sizes to be exact. Seed beads, the check ones are usually quite different sizes, even if you get the same size and the same color. All different sizes, which comes in handy if you just need one that's, you know, a sliver or a big chunky one. But the Delicas are a little more expensive, however they're like pretty much the same exact size each by each, or bead by bead. And I'm focusing in on warm water, and trying to think what I have. Alright. Okay, maybe, alright, I'm gonna start with the needle nose minnow because that's kind of also the shape that I want to give a go personally. I think as a very much beginner trying to work these through bait caster, I think I just got to set myself up a little better with something I can cast So I'm gonna give a go with this needle nose minnow for Lake Osborne. And this pattern calls for a mustad 3407 in size 4, yellow thread, white bucktail, white thread body, the wing chartreuse bucktail accented with pearl crystal flash, tied clouser style. Red bucktail for the gills, which I might use flat. That's not flash. I might use the crystal flash for that. And dumbbell painted yellow with black pupils. Oh, that looks like bee chain, but I'm just gonna make it with bee chain. Oh. There's so many. Every time I turn the same page, I notice 50 more, even though there's only 9 on a page. Hey, what's that tail? Gold pheasant crest feather fibers. I wonder what the substitution for that would be. It's a little hot back here. I'm wearing a sweater because the dress is just a weird shape. And that shiny shad looks nice too. I really want Ron actually has a fly. I wish I remembered what it was called. I could pull it up with my other phone, but super colorful. I was like, dang, I gotta make something chunky. Crystal minnow. Let us see. It is a holiday. So, also doing a little hanging out. That's it. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's exactly it. Alright. TMC 5263. I just want to see what that hook looks like so I could maybe choose. This is from Southeast Florida, Palm Beach County to be exact. And doing a little fly time. 10 or 14. M&M candy. So TMC 5263. I found also a supplier. Alright, long shanks. Nymphs. Oh, I want streamer hooks so bad. That's yeah, they're just super neat. So I'm gonna use one of the ones I'm not the biggest fan of, but since it's not like a woolly grouper or anything chunky, it might be ideal. It'd be nice to have something to try these in. And it's gonna be a little larger because I'm just gonna use, see the gap is just a little thin, but maybe this pattern will be perfect because it seems to be just the like kind of tasseled. The marabou is tied in at the head, leaving that gap like pretty clean. So, alright, stoked on that. And I get the good thread. This hairline kit is just, it has brought a lot of joy. It has sparked a lot of joy. So I'm gonna put this away. But this time, I'm not gonna forget to put the, I'm gonna be totally real. I think I might avoid Vivus threads until I could like gauge what a size is by feel, because I lose these caps and then, no, I shouldn't have even said that, because I really like they're so sturdy and twisty and growing on me. I just was so used to like crappy thread, I think, from the kit, but I still like that stuff a lot too. It's all new, so new to me, I mean, like not like, you know, the age of the objects. But. And it's just like when the literature is on the thing. But I was thinking about it. issue at all just looking up the codes. As soon as I zoom in, I'm gonna be able to take my sweater off. I'm boiling. One moment. And go start with this number 10 mystery hook. And for this, that looks fuchsia. And what color? I was thinking maybe do an orange one. Or, you know, this is for the lake. I think I want to do brown, white, and red. Oh, this is strong. Or yellow. I'm not sure. Oh, white. Like the filing system. This calls for cerise, a really gorgeous color, but using what we got, all the old school baits I remember had this like brown and white with red, like a root beer float or something. So I'm gonna go with that. With red gills also, I think we're gonna keep. I think I wanna try to add, but just it has so much poop. So let's see. Okay. So we're going upside down. Gonna start laying down some thread. I might add a little bit of lead, but I'm not too sure yet. That's that no tie zone. I have to get some like magnifying goggles. All the lights kind of cancel out the shine of the hook and the thread itself. Alright. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. John, thank you. I hope you're having a beautiful day also. And if not many people show up today, I don't mind one bit, because that hopefully shows that people are out enjoying their night, getting out in that world, that massively beautiful world. Ooh, it is hot in there. But stoked to wear that to the hospital. I tell you what, it's so cold in some of those places. Understandable. And this is a simple tie. I'm gonna go in with the white first. Just not really sure. I'm gonna guess that is the end of the hook in this image here. about there. Seems like the tail should be a shank length. No. Here, I'm gonna cut. Just might be a little easier to manage. Try to figure out what direction it should face. Leaning towards this one. So shank length. Alright, one moment. Oh dear Lord, I almost tied it upside down. Alright, starting off strong. Also gonna get some of these. Just got a little too caught up just right now. Okay. Ooh, mommy. This thread is very silky. I might try to loop it around the bobbin a few times, maybe. It's really hard to keep pressure on it. I mistakenly dropped the part and okay. No, no, no. What am I doing? Alright. Oops. What is happening? Alright, sorry for the silence. mind change. Okay, let me check my phone real quick. Top Dog, time flies, so this is going to be a M&M candy, or at least my attempt of it. And hopefully gonna bring it to the lake this weekend.
Consumers to pay their bills this year, in order for consumers to pay their bills.
I just don't like none of it, honestly. I think I'm just gonna enjoy my life, my one life that I'm absolutely sure of, and, you know, just do that. Sick of opening the news, and it's just like, I can't make sense of it, you know what I mean? And I just can't fathom navigating in this forever, so, or, like, staying up to date. It was fun for a while, cool, I'm good, I'm, you know, happy chappy, but, like, it's just a little intense for me. And, you know, we live once, I just want to have a happy, normal, productive life. But, God. Just hearing, like, blatant stuff, like, just say, consumers, like, dang it. I don't know. I just miss when the world at least pretended like it was, like, all very human. Everything's so, like, even the doctor's offices, it's all automated voice systems. And, oh, I've started just saying all kinds of weird stuff, so have fun using those recordings for training. Because don't do that shit at a hospital. Hire people. It's really scared, stressed people calling a hospital, trying to find, like, about their appointments and, like, what they need ready. And it's a good 10 minutes if you have to call any of them just to get, like, a human being on the phone. Because the robot's useless. Well, I don't know why I keep saying robot. The voice service is useless. Okay, let's try that again. Tell me what we can help you with. Okay, let's try that again. Tell me. And I'm just like, what? So I just start singing, like, old early 2000 songs. Like, that was, like, the ones that just, I think, like, certain words, like, trigger the voice system to give up, and Sir Mix-a-Lot, I like Big Butt. I just couldn't think of anything. Instant person. And that's all I'm after, you know what I mean? Try not to waste too much time with these voice services. And the other one was, Gasolina, and having stuff playing in the background really loud. Because it is a hospital. I'm not gonna, you know, curse out a voice message. But it's infuriating. So just try to have some fun with it. Use that time for karaoke. Karaoke for songs I haven't heard in like 1,000 years. That, you know, like songs that you know the words to against your will, but you know, and some of that could come in handy one day. You just never know. Definitely just a little bit of the limit with them. So I think I'm gonna use, no, I'll use eyes that I've already pre-made, because if those chain things, let's see, no, this one, so I can give a look at the chain beads I have. As, oh, well, I guess I won't be able to weigh it. Dang it. Is that too big? Is that too big? Are they smaller? Like, slightly? Not enough to... Well, you know, I'm gonna have to use them. That's all I got. I love... I personally love when the eyes are too big because it definitely looks like it says meep. Meep. Or something, you know? Like a... just gonna try to reattach these a little bit more gracefully. Here. What happened? Oh. Alright. Let me build a shelf real quick. Meep. Alright. I'm just gonna use this since it's a full bottle. Wow. It drinks it. It really drinks it. Hey, Global! Hey, Kathy! I've known Kathy for a really long time. And I can't wait to see her again. I think your heart would break if you saw like Ruth right now, though. It's a new era. But making the best of it, and gonna hopefully within the next few months have the energy to get back vending. What did I just do? Oops. I seem to have made an error. That's okay. What's it gonna hurt? Let's try it. Thinking I could get a little marabou in here. I mean, I wanted to kind of freestyle tonight anyway. So I'm not gonna stress too much about it. Let me just trim these 2 tendrils sticking out. Alright, so I'm just trying to find. I mean, it's not too important. I'm just gonna try a little something, but I think we're good. I'll just trim it. I just got hit with a song I haven't heard in like a decade. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Make you wanna holler, hidey ho. I think it's a song about moonshine or homemade wine or something. Grape wine and a mason jar. Yeah, okay. Homemade and brought to school by a friend of mine at the clock. Down at the drink up what's left. Chug-a-lug, so help myself. Good time for everything. My ears still ring true. Alright. I'm not the best at trying to position this in a way, but this might be good. Okay. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. If I were efficient, I appreciate that. Jordan, it's gonna be an M&M candy. Gonna bring it hopefully to the lake this weekend, along with some others, but a little bit behind as far as making stuff to bring out, because I really kind of forgot about Lake Osborne until passing it every other day. And I've been dying to get there now. Really nice old marabou fluff. This has to be like in the 70s. Great. Just gonna. Alright. slipped and I almost took it right off the vise. And that would have just been a little messy, maybe. I don't know. I just gotta know. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, we're back on the client for the vise. Alright, I'm gonna get some glue and kind of squeegee it in there, and then go back and just hit under that head a little bit, or above that head and top of the head, 'cause it's upside down currently. Well, you know what? Let me tie it off real quick. And I'll be able to kind of... what happens when I do that and it does that? I always wonder what happens. Okay. Now I can see it a little better. It'll be like this. Just gonna go back. Ay. You're gonna pinch out or something? Okay. Let's get a few strands of red. I think I have 2. But I'll be 4 in a second here. Try to get some gills. I almost put them in an upside down. Oh, that was totally loose. That's alright. Ah! Damn. That's okay. Because we were tied in. So that's nice. Okay. It's all hot back here. I know that's not a... What is this? It's pretty funny, not gonna lie. Hey, I appreciate that, Nathan. And here every weekday. And this weekend's gonna hopefully hit the lake local to here. And then next weekend for sure gonna be reading Florida history. Got a really great book with a bunch of excerpts, and I've been wanting to read it for a while. I can't find a copy of the book, so it'd be nice to have some personal, like, I just gotta practice a little more reading out loud because it has been a minute, and I think it's a really good, just regular life skill, reading out loud. I do consider it a skill because I cannot seem to, but I just like to, if I do this, where I have to like go back in with other thread, I kind of try to retuck the end. I'm gonna just grab a different, there's some more crystal fly.
You're still streaming?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but it's fine.
I've seen some coffee cheese and seafood salad online.
That's perfect.
He's asleep as usual.
Yeah, he's gonna eat something. Like, the hardest part has been getting my dad to eat and try eating because it's on his jaw, so it's pushing, I'm sure, on all the roots of his teeth or nerves. I keep almost adding it to the top. I'm glad I kept messing up. So just try to get it a little prettier. Gotta make it pretty. Very strange head cement, but I'll get used to it. Makes me feel a little secure having that extra knot, because I mean, I'm about to drop some more of this on it, but I don't always cement the heads, because sometimes I'm just, practicing. And I would run out of this stuff like left and right, and I don't have a local fly shop, which ain't nothing. I'm not complaining. It just is what it is. I'll probably trim those up a little bit more. Just wanted some flash under there. I never know. I might not. You cute face. I don't mean to do that every time, but I tell you that they're like sometimes too precious to say nothing. Here's the little M&M candy. My first attempt. This is for the lake this weekend, so very excited. Yeah. It has a nice amount of weight to it. Hey, K-Spats, how you doing tonight? The boogie wooga fly. Let me take a screenshot. That will absolutely be its name. I got the pattern here, however, I added some gills and I messed up. I didn't tie in the first, or the marabou clouser style, so I went in with a little tuft. And boogie wooga fly it is. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm gonna keep saying that because stoked to finally be on during a holiday. I really, really like it. I think I'm gonna do another, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna change. I really like the body of. I haven't made a marabou baitfish yet. It's gonna be perfect. And the chain I used was just that 90s rainbow chain. I just took some acetone to it. Anytime I find a piece of bead chain, I throw them in here. Got some different sizes. I was actually gonna write a be right back or be back in 5 side, and I was gonna write it backwards. I found this paperclip stand. I keep forgetting. I didn't know how to store these, and they made perfect earrings for Valentine's Day. It's very hot back here. I'm sweating buckets, but got some teasers. Oops. Wrong zoom. I have to throw it back in the should do it like that. No. I also meant to bring, I have this little stick that just has an alligator clasp on the end. So it would be ideal to stick in the vise to just hold it. But yeah, I was gonna write it backwards so then it could be seen. Scraps. Let me check phone real quick. Upside down fish. Okay, let me grab a bottle of water. I'm gonna make another bait fish. like that brown is just so almost like burnt sugar or brown sugar. That with the white, oh, it was delicious. I also have a little bit of that holographic glitter with me. And they have much finer stuff. I think it's Solar Dust Company. They have a bunch of color changing pigments, and they're very fine. And they have the ones too that refracts every color. So when you put it onto, it looks like an oil slick, depending on what. Incredible. I believe it's Solar Dust Company. But I wish I knew of them before I ordered this, because this is just a little bit, but Solar Dust is like dust, so you'd be able to. But I do like the pixelated, like, for this purpose, for scales. So not complaining by any means. I just would be nice to have some more different types of holographic powder. Huge fan of that for resin art, and it mixed with this has been an absolute joy. The first hooks that I decorated, I used to decorate hooks for years, but it was kind of like the thought that counts, and I didn't really think that anyone would use them. It was just kind of a nice gesture, and I would decorate them to the best of my ability. But I decorated these, and you can see that holographic glitter in it. And that's just a one little dot of the resin. And the eyes are just 2 pieces of glitter. The back is a piece of peacock curl. So I will work on these again eventually. The orange one is inspired by one I saw on YouTube called The Blob, I believe. It looks like it was feasting on crustaceans. And the belly. And again, that holographic glitter looks really cool, suspended in the resin. I use Mr. Resin, UV resin. Very clear and zero tackiness at the end of it all. Very nice. I'm using it for years too. I haven't tried many of the other UV resins as well as glues, but plan to. Man, I appreciate polymer. It's very easy to make it too. They sell glitter or spangle packs just about everywhere. Yeah, the refractions are wicked. And I do have other size glitters that are opalescent, which those look really scaly. Because you just take a little silicone cup, pinch of the glitter and the resin, and mix it. It could be really thick. And it'll lay down really easy. And then you just coat that with some head cement or more UV resin. And it looks superbly scaly. I made like a Techno Jesus somewhere. Well, I don't know what else to call it. It's just so surreal looking, especially in the light. Because the cross is moss and copper banner, but you can't really tell in this lighting. It looks crazy because the holographic, it just looks like static or something. I have a crucifix mold, so, and like every symbol I could get my hands on, so if anybody ever wants a weird pendant, could put anything in it. It'd be nice to get some fish scales to add to resin. which I am looking for the, on Sabiki it says like, high visibility fish scale. I'm more than happy to ask a dumb question. Does that, like, or fish skin, high visibility fish skin, is that real fish skin? If so, where do I get it? It's like opalescent, and Sabiki, the hooks aren't tied onto the thread, they're like flattened at the end, just flat, no eye, and just essentially glued to the thread. But I was in Tuppence yesterday and I found a bunch of rigs that I've never seen before. There's these like bound hooks, not snelled, but almost like snelled, but with like cording, and that's like lacquered over. And then I see those same wrapped hooks with spoons and blades. It's really interesting. I've never seen that. Case bits, absolutely. More than happy. And like, I piss a lot of people off with my pricing because I never know how to price anything, so I just kind of leave that up to to you, honestly. And because I can never gauge like how long something takes, and I like salvaging my materials, so I can't base anything off that either. And I also get enjoyment from making stuff. Yeah, I can make it on stream, so anything. And yeah, this has always been a big issue for me. That's why I really liked when my mommy would vent with me, because she would be, because dead ass, people would be like, how much is this? And I would be like, I don't know. How much would you pay? And people hate that question. Oh my god. When a vendor asked me that, I like start sweating inside. But yeah, so that's why I say don't, like, every donation only, because then that's just like your choice. And I do have some molds with me, but Code could always go or get into the craft room and grab the others, because I got snakes, daggers, and trying to think of ones like I left out on. It would be nice to get fish, because then I could, there's these a strange salad, kind of like a scraps gargouille salad, and really beautiful, like oddly beautiful, just random scraps, like it'll be like like edible flowers, but just like one petal. It kind of looks like a plate after you eat a salad, but it's like the most delicate possible, and like the color, it's just makes for a very interesting like photography, I think. And you know, some things like it's very finite, so it would only be a tiny bite. Like I tried to grow ice plant, and I only was able to taste one leaf, but it was delicious, almost salty. Bullet pound. Oh, hey, very nice. Yeah, I know that that flies themselves are quite affordable. Like you know, like I guess, I mean, not every fly pattern, but there's a lot that like, gosh, like 75 cents. And I keep meaning to pick up some to just learn from, and did get a few like jigs from Tuppence, but they didn't have, I forgot to ask if they ever carried fly fishing, saltwater fly fishing tackle or supplies, but I totally forgot. I just asked if they had any. I forgot, but really stoked to try to come across Well, first, like, can I just show this? I saw, alright, let me, ancient Scottish fly patterns. How am I gonna find this page? I have it saved on the phone, but it's there. Well, like, I'll like a good salmon fly at this point. Like, my mind, like, that looks like an AI generated fly. It's wild how vibrant, how much texture, how much pattern, and like these blue feathers. I think it might be on this page. I was screaming internally. It's just some of the most beautiful works of art I've ever seen. Alright, it's not on this page. It looked like not real. Alright, I think I definitely sent it to code. Disgusting. Still on. Oh no, how am I gonna find it? God. Y'all should be freaking glad you're not friends with me on Messenger, because I don't know how I find so much time to watch these shorts, but I certainly don't know how I end up sending so many. What the hell? That must be infuriating. Alright, here. Gosh, I had to scroll through like the World Archive of Memes. Alright, this. What? Is that not wild? Like, you could definitely... You could definitely wear that. Nobody would even bat an eye. That is gorgeous. They all are. Some of these salmon, like, what? That's not real. That's not real. That's AI generation. There's no way. How is this so fluid? That is so wild. I've never loved an image so much in my life. Look at the rib. There is so much happening. It's just out of this world. I'll definitely share this page. So I found it on the field, thefield.com. It just blows me away how almost AI generated these look. Because you gotta realize I pretty much use Facebook for Facebook groups for the longest time. So in a lot of crafting groups. And it seems like all the crochet and knitting and embroidery groups are just taken over by AI. And it has that similar, but that they're just so surreal that they defy anything I think I know about, like, putting materials together with string. They just, wow. Incredible. I don't think it's gonna be a clickable link, but I'm gonna drop it in the comments. Right, Zoidberg? Like, every time I look up salmon patterns, I'm always blown away. But especially that one with, I'm guessing, I actually don't know, whatever that one with it going down the sides, it's just out of this world. What happened? And some of them, like the vibrancy, open image. Oops. Like the vibrancy is so bright, and how it like really effortlessly blends like the entire spectrum seamlessly, even though it's all separate materials. And it's not like you could rub them together and they'll bleed onto each other. Like you have to have the intermediary colors in order to get something that, like that gradient to be really like smooth. And it's just, man. Oh yeah, that one that it's the flat kind of reminds me of a pork fish or something with my eyes squinted, just because that's what is yellowy. I don't know what size that is. It could be the size of a, you know, grain of rice. I'm not too sure. Or it could be massive, but it's called the yellow butterfly. Yellow butterfly salmon pattern. Just a small. Yeah, sometimes I'll be reading the, especially when I'm reading the ingredients and like then doing, it just cracks me up so much. Like 1 rooster feather, 2 eyes of a newt. Feels like little like witchcraft sometimes. I love it though, because I don't mind gamifying or like fairy tailing my life away. Like gamifying, I mean, for instance, when I used to pull a lot of weeds, when I was doing a lot of planting, every time, I mean, it was very hot and not a lot of breeze and not anywhere to rinse yourself off, just inside shower, but tracking dirt, like, can't take 100 showers, even though that's what you'd want. But I would find snail shells, and I just had a planter, and I would throw the snail shells in that. Every snail shell was 5 points. I did not keep track. It's not like I tallied the points at the end of the day. I would just say, ooh, 5 points. And that was it. And that was enough to make it like fun and something I wanted to do all day. Just a little thing like that. It's just, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Oh my god. And there's this, oh my god. That cheetah feather with the emerald? I didn't know cheetahs had feathers. But it's just out of this world. The prints of just, the first, oh god, I just can't look away. Gosh. Fish really, really do be enjoying the best art this planet has to offer. Like, my grandfather's salmon fly was a doctor salmon fly. Let's see. Doctor salmon. Oh. Oh, and it has that red, white, or yellow, Jesus, red, yellow, blue. I'm not sure what those feathers are. Here's a silver doctor, but those are what my dreams are made out of. That like perfect, like almost 70s rainbow, where it's just like 3 colors. Really, really, yeah, really like that feather. I have not come across any, and the name, I've looked them up so many times, but it doesn't stick to my memory for some reason, which I don't mind. I don't mind reading this stuff. This is, you know, a very like, is what it is, like, attitude towards life, but not like in a negative or depressing way. It's hard to explain, but I know for a fact that I'm gonna be tying flies probably for the rest of my life, so I'm in no rush. I quite like having so much to just blow my mind with, like, what the? Ain't no way. Like, the way I would decorate an entire house based off that color combination, it just blows my mind. And I've always really, really appreciated flies. I just wish I don't know. I just wish I didn't convince myself it was like a northern thing. It was very complex, like that, you know, there's none of that in these parts, so it'd be really difficult to even gain any form of like entry as far as understanding. It's the most vibrant materials. I fish is silver and black. I like a black doctor too. Oh, I shouldn't have. Black doctor. Fly pattern. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. That is so beautiful. There's tons of variations, so I wasn't really sure where to put my finger first. Wow. Like, I could have every color paint in the world and I couldn't even paint something that vibrant. Granted, I don't know how to paint, but I'm so glad this is zoomed in so you can't see my face. Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to be. These are indeed making me hungry. Wow. And every color combination is just so endless. So I have this, like, obviously there's gonna be some stuff that's just wrong or, like, you know, won't be strategic or won't help your fly in any way. But for the longest time, like, I kept convincing myself that every part was wrong, but there's such an unlimited amount of flies that it doesn't even really matter. Just test it. And you could gauge, you know, how it looks in the water and if it's getting any attention. Because the variations bring it to infinite. And the amount of patterns, I mean, patterns will always be produced. And I can imagine we're gonna have like holographic flies where it's not even like, nothing is hooked, it just like is a hologram. And it like swims into this like PETA tube. Yeah, he's probably on his way.
Okay, because I didn't know to make dinner or what was going on.
Oh, y'all just do you dip him?
Yeah, look, he's gonna eat.
Well, I mean, it is a little difficult to see if you're actively sleeping, but could try to figure out this. Do the sausage.
He's not gonna eat it, Jamie.
I will. I'm a real human being.
And you guys are going out, so.
Yeah, but that's a good meal for you, for nice nutrient, and then tomorrow you won't have to worry about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good, easy, and I can help with it.
Well, if.
Cause then you'll have a bunch of food, and then there'll be plenty in the fridge. Because then you could choose between mac and cheese and sausage or the
Yeah.
gravy
If I
stuff.
don't do the sausage tonight, we'll do it. I mean, it's no fun sitting there eating by yourself watching somebody that's supposed to be eating.
No.
It's
But
fucking
tomorrow's
Valentine's Day.
Tomorrow's gonna be the well, we try to do the broth at least. Just have to get the bones. Gonna try to make bone broth tomorrow. Wow. That is incredible, Keys, but 1936 baby. That is incredible. I bet that is. That's wild. Yeah, fiberglass. Mary Orifice, it's really the only kind of lecture I can find on YouTube. She did a brief little dive into the evolution of the fly rod. Like down to the segments and how each segment is tied. No way. The feather thief. The feather thief is about a guy who stole a huge number of bird skins to tie and sell to other tyers. That is incredible. I did find someone who sells, I don't know if they sell wholesale, but they seem to have a bunch of stuff. I don't know if anybody knows them, but minnow and it's just a boatload of stuff. And a bunch of CDC. This is one thing I don't have a single one of. I don't have a single CDC feather, but I have been really wanting to make some dry flies. I do have post materials, so I haven't really been all too bent up about it, but pretty neat. And MINNAN, and I said if they give me like their website or what have you, I would share it, and it's mnfishingproduct@gmail.com. And yeah, I don't know anything about them, so I don't, and never bought anything from them, but I asked if they had materials, and that's what they do, or said they do, and then I got a bunch of wicked shots of wicked stuff. Oh, I am sorry. I am a girl at Sam. This just hijacked my whole. Is that real? That fabric is kind of neat. Oh, is it a design on it that looks just like Hyper Shiny? Because that's clever. That's just a lighter color with white on the center, like neon. But I don't think that's what it is. I just think it's really shiny. I don't know. Why is it so stiff like that? It looks like a statue. I mean, shy if it doesn't get wrinkled. Anyway, I think I'm going to change and try to figure out anything cool to do tonight, and help my mom in the kitchen, because I think out of everyone, she's definitely taking it the hardest, because I'm definitely a very is what it is person, believe it or not. I just try to make the best out of whatever it is. And it doesn't matter if I am like I have negative money. You could always flip a log over and look at insects. It triggers something in your brain, makes you very happy. Works every time. I actually see people now telling people to flip over logs. Like it's a very global relief. And anywho, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, have a beautiful evening, K-Spits. Happy Valentine's Day. I gotta put some music on for my mom, and she really likes YouTube for that, because not only you can find every song, but like the entire album. And so probably gonna put on some I almost said Nita Hagen. No, that's Anita Ward. Nita Hagen is like a German opera punk singer, but she's great. But Anita Ward, she does that song. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring a ding a. Yeah, Zoidberg. That's exactly it. The grass makes you itchy as hell. It's all chemical. Flip logs indeed. 12:50 a.m. Oh wow! On the other side. Well, like next corner. Yeah, it's 7:48 here, so it's pretty early, but still doesn't stay light until I think a few more weeks. Very excited for that, and we'll have all my swimming stuff today, so hopefully we'll be back underwater and our blue heron and see what all these look like in real time. And I haven't been this excited in a really long time. Oops. Oh no, I broke it. Just kidding. That's the one aspect I love about this is like they're so sturdy, and you know, I could get a little rough in my creation stations, as anyone would, but like knocking things over. Not chaos, just clumsiness, but okay. But anyway, I think that is and it's very hot, so I gotta like change and stuff. Shouldn't be. Anyway, hope everyone has a beautiful evening made of pure gold, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna probably read some Florida history, or hopefully be at the lake testing some of these. And if anybody wants to adopt any of these flowers, or them retied, or perhaps tied in a different color, very much beginner, but more than happy to give it a go. And they just take a stamp, and I got them. I got stamps. So please never hesitate. Came out quite cute. Very excited. And I love when they stand, because I'm like, alright, I'm gonna be able to do something with you, because again, very much a beginner, and was kind of doing this blind in the way that some of them I just don't know what they look like, what they sink like, what they swim like, and to avoid losing them, I'd like to know their personalities individually, and swim with them for that. That's one of the reasons why I really value being able to swim with them. But might also be able to use someone's pool or something in the meantime. But less barracudas. There's tons of barracudas, but they're very cute. Very, very cute and very interesting to watch. But they do like crack out over shiny stuff, so best be careful. And they got a vicious mouth, and like Kodak accidentally got it on camera when eating, and it sounded like a cartoon. It's brilliant. But on that note, hope everyone is beautiful and happy Halloween. I keep saying Halloween, Valentine's Day, and love y'all. Golden night to all. Happy trails. Yeah, Paul, always welcome here every weekday. And gonna try to do weekends doing some like Florida history or Kinto Radio, which Kinto Radio, if it's one of those streams, you can call in. It could even be on Messenger or what have you. It's just something that maybe could be a little bit more interactive. And on that note, I gotta charge my dad's vape. He did quit smoking. And same thing with drinking. I think, you know, so I think it's just, I don't want to call it a blessing, but, you know, even the shitty circumstances bears diamonds sometimes. Some diamonds. Okay, bye. Happy trails, love you.